What is that?
UFOs. I've never seen that.
For the next couple of months, we're gonna have a new bonus moon.
I do end in the clutches of a cat. This happened in Ecuador.
Ah! Big Dad!
Do you want to go do karate in the garage? Yup.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another BryceIsRite. I hope y'all all had a great freaking week. I hope y'all are ready for this weekend to begin. We're gonna start it off the BryceIsRite way. Get y'all into some of those creepy and freaky videos. We're gonna be blowing your mind, making your head spin, and then having you really question your reality today. Before we get started though, smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on any future content, and leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Let us know what's up. We're on our road to 50K, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And other than that, y'all know what time it is. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's get it.
Hey, big storm last night, Destin, Florida. These sharks' teeth are everywhere. Look, there's one. There's another one too. They're everywhere, man. Everywhere.
Where the hell are those coming from?
What the fuck is it?
You shall not pass!
Oh wow, do you see that? It's an apparition. Damn. That's straight up looking like a ghost, like Michael Myers' ghost. Wow. Impressive. That's a good one.
Wait. Looks like for something. It's the cat.
Yeah, we saw that shadow though. That's wild. Oh my gosh, it's giving me goosebumps. That's wild.
Polly want a cracker?
Polly wants your mama's sweet ass.
How's that bird just floating in thin air? What's crazy is it almost looks like you can see a line of some sort, but then there's not one. It's almost like a glitch in the Matrix. I think they're like, we can see it too, but then you cannot.
Doctor's reaction.
Another bad finger video. Good lord, you can see the bone moving on the inside of this finger. That is not a good sign. If the bone and the soft tissue is not connected, that means we have a loss of the blood supply to the surrounding soft tissue. Also an amputation right here.
Gross.
Man, these fingernails look rough. You got that boner going on. Whew.
In just a second, in the left hand side of the screen, you're going to see something come into view. And I had it on a tripod and looking at these stars, pointing lasers at obvious stars, trying to entice something, and from the corner of my house, this thing comes flying upwards, as you can see, and this is in real time, not sped up or anything.
What do you mean, an airplane?
And I grabbed my tripod, so there's a little hiccups here and there because I'm using the tripod and trying to stay focused and zoomed in. So the first thing I do is check where the ISS is, satellites, ISS is nowhere near me, and this has no sound, and it's ascending, it's going up in altitude, and this is where it got me. The movements were not like an airplane. They were erratic at times.
I did notice that.
And I'm just gonna let you watch it. The second part of the video is an analyzed version with a filter, and I did speed that up. It ended up disappearing into nothingness once it went into the cloud as it descended. This didn't feel like a typical orb. I film a lot of orbs. This seemed to have, I don't know what the word is. There was tumbling and it was morphing, because I spent a lot of time in this video zooming in the editing part so I could.
Oh, what's that? An extra moon. We have one. For the next couple of months, we're gonna have a new bonus moon. Last month, scientists detected a new asteroid headed towards the region of Earth. It's about 33 feet wide, so about the size of an RV. And look at this orbit. It's going to completely circle the Earth over the next 2 months, which makes it a moon. And then it's going to leave again. This asteroid was going to be nearby, and Earth's gravity was strong enough to grab it and bring it in for a quick orbit, but not strong enough to completely capture it and make it a permanent moon at the trajectory and speed it was traveling. I don't know where it came from, I don't know where it's going, I don't know what it's made of, but I do know it's an asteroid and it's not going to hit us. And you're just going to have to believe me that the moon is there, because it's going to be too small and too far away to see it without equipment. This isn't actually that weird, it's happened quite a few other times, and Earth currently has 7 other quasi-satellites, which are like kind of moons, but they don't just orbit Earth, so they're not moons. The moon is Earth's only true child.
Hey, people were right about that. They were talking about that a while back, like months ago. We're for real about to be seeing some crazy stuff. Just some speculation. Go from aliens to fairies, huh? Okay. That's cool.
A tourist in the country of Indonesia was enjoying a quiet tour documenting his video trip for his friends and some relatives. While walking through a totally crowded place, his camera captured something that he simply did not expect. In the distance, a mysterious figure was distinguished, a figure that was apparently static. When the tourist asked locals about the figure, he was told that no one is there, even though he could still see it through his camera. Upon showing this to a local shopkeeper, she gasped in horror and went on to explain that it is the very same apparition that appears before disasters. The last time she appeared, 2 men died after their motorcycle collided with a truck meters away from the apparition. Exactly 2 days later, on that road, a young girl was ran over by a truck, which killed her instantly. So, is this an omen spirit who appears to warn innocent people of impending doom? Watch this.
Another one? That's just her shoulder. Yeah, you see it now? Wow. Someone just Spider-Man in the ledge. I don't know. What if that's just a Halloween decoration? Something. Strange girl contour. So that's a ghost. Oh. Dang, he's like 130. Man, what's up with that? You got the long ass legs and stomach sucked in. What is going on here? Man, he ain't got no shoes. But the dreadlocks, those got some stories.
Kept getting worse and worse because when these guys were trying to pull out an alligator that somehow got under the sidewalk, they noticed that another one was right next to it. They were barely able to handle the first one, but then they were about to have a heart attack when a third one jumped out and instantly went after the people who were there. I wonder if there were even more of them.
California.
Whoa. Can you move?
Can you move? She's taking a video.
It's coming back.
The ghost of the dog returns. Just to look out the door.
Oh, it's got darker.
Can you move?
Bitch, I'm about to ball this. Wait, it moves spots. It wasn't spot in the middle.
That's like sad but sweet at the same time. Like, bittersweet.
Me?
No, you're not.
Now it's disappearing. He's going to play with the dogs. And then it's going to come back.
She started running around.
It's coming back.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Hey, I would be cool with this.
I can see a face a little bit.
Dogs live with us forever.
Looking closely, a distinct outline can be made out. What looks to be the silhouette of a dog can be seen on the glass. It appears out of nowhere and stays in place as though waiting to be let inside.
Wow.
But it's only there momentarily before seemingly fading away. The family no doubt believes that this was the spirit of their belated dog who was sadly put down.
Y'all think that's paint on a dog or a real raccoon?
So this crab has somehow stolen the diver's camera and is walking around vlogging his life. It looks like one of those 360 cameras. Maybe there's the diver, and he's just documenting what he does. Now he's busted, and the diver is coming back. Puts up a fight, but ultimately loses. How did the crab get this camera? Is what I
freaking
want.
Awesome.
Because he latches onto it, and he started up top, and then he floats down to the bottom, and now he's moving around. I mean, the diver's over there. I wonder if he dropped it. He had to have dropped it. But it's kind of funny at the same time. He like jumps at the last second, and he's really trying to fight back. And then he tries to get this camera guy. There he is floating. Yeah. I've never heard of this camera brand either. Have you heard of that camera brand? Is that a good one? It looks like the picture's pretty good though. Water's nice and blue. It must be like
being underwater, yeah.
But if you've watched this far, hit the follow button. I would appreciate it. It really does help out. Thanks.
Yeah.
And then there's this clip. In Russia, a man captured something extremely strange from the balcony of his apartment.
Yes, I do.
Hundreds of glowing lights can be seen spiraling in a strange figure-8 shape up in the sky. He pans the camera to the right and then back to the lights again to show that he's actually recording what he's seeing. People have captured similar footage to this in China recently. Thousands of small glowing dots swarm the sky, circling the moon like a celestial dance.
That's different.
What would that be caused by, though? So what do you think this could be? Is this hundreds of different strange probe-like UFOs flying through the sky? Or is there a simpler explanation?
More simple. Yeah. Anybody know what that is? I don't. Man, so our Walmart did this recently. It's so hard to get anything, especially if you go into electronics. I mean, you need like lotion or face cream. I mean, it's like, man, you better be waiting in line for it. So it's like, don't they understand this is just gonna force you to order more stuff online? It's like, I can get it faster through delivery than I can waiting behind all these people and getting an associate to come help me. Like, come on, man. But Hey, more power to you if you want to save that $1 billion of theft, you know.
Magnets. Watch. They have a field. They're in the shape of a torus. Now when you create magnets in that shape, watch this. When you look down the torus hole, it makes a field in the golden ratio. Those are magnetic balls in that magnetic field. They naturally self-organize in the same shape as molecular bonds. We're just getting started. When you draw the pattern of what those balls make, you get the pattern that we've seen since ancient times. The ancient Chinese foo dogs are guarding this. It's burned into a rock in Egypt. Daddy Da Vinci has it in his notebook. You have this pattern inside of you. That's what cell division looks like. When you connect the lines of the circles, then something even crazier comes out. It creates the simplest pattern you can divide 3D space up into. The pattern's hidden in the ancient Sumerians' tree of life. That's the first civilization ever. Almost every ancient tradition had a tree of life, which is also a little strange. But the Hebrew mystics had this tree of life called the Sephiro. 10 of those trees of life, when you rotate them around, create the same pattern up there. That is a staggering amount of coincidences. There's actually so many symbols in that shape, I can't really cover it in one single video. Even our modern theories on wormholes are exactly the same shape. The same plane that those little balls were self-organizing onto, galaxies form in the same shape on that same plane. Congratulations, you're a genius now because of a magnet. This is really just 2 pages from Geometrics. This is how I like to teach the secrets of the universe. At least the ancients knew what they were talking about.
I'm reporting it right now. Catherine, stop it! Hold on. What is that?
UFOs. I've never seen that.
Justin, what the fuck is that?
I swear to God. They're disappearing.
Oh my God,
Definitely looks like a meteor
Guys,
shower.
that's not okay. That's seriously freaky. Hush.
What do we do? And it keeps coming and coming.
They gotta be messing with their kids, right?
I'm reporting it right now.
Oh. It looked like her leg turned into a noodle. I want to say that was Katy Perry. Oh, geez. They showed that a few times.
Reason I had to move out of my flat. I was home alone.
Bitch, I'm about to slap the shit out of you.
So just like a little kid wandering?
Ah! Big Dad!
Is that a panda or a dog?
Oh, come on. That's cheating.
A Chinese zoo has sparked fury after it painted dogs black and white and presented them as pandas. The zoo attempted to disguise the puppies with black ears, limbs, and with dark circles around their eyes, but visitors became suspicious when the pandas started panting in their enclosure. When quizzed, the zoo admitted that they had dyed 2 chow chows, a type of Spitz dog from northern China with a thick coat. The zoo, however, has denied they misled people as they never claimed the dogs were pandas, explaining instead they were panda dogs.
Sometimes you gotta wash away the paint and reveal to the world the jackass that is hiding beneath.
That's funny.
It comes after Taizhou Zoo in Jiangsu province also sparked fury in May, when it too allegedly dyed 2 small chow chow dogs to look like pandas.
Those are cute little puppies. I love puppies.
These dogs had their fur trimmed short before black and white dye was added to their face and body. The zoo defended showing the panda dogs as they don't have any of the actual animals for visitors to see.
You shouldn't be dyeing the dogs'
They're
hair.
cute, but I want a refund.
I'll take the dog. So dang cute. I love puppies, man. I love dogs. What is this? You know, at first I thought this was like a Warzone. I thought that was fire, but now that I see it on a big screen, it looks like some kind of event. Race style for July, but maybe not, maybe it is a Warzone, who knows? It looks like flares. Some smoke. Whatever that is pretty cool.
If you see this in your house, don't kill it.
What the fuck is that? It's like a locust moth?
Yeah, guys, even though this thing looks super intimidating, if you ever see this in your house, don't kill it. So for context, I came across this video on the internet, and as you can tell, it was posted with the caption, "This appeared on my bedroom door at 3 a.m. And obviously, if you wake up at 3 a.m. to go use the bathroom and you see this thing hanging above your head, your first instinct is going to be to kill it. Just like we do with most insects we see in our house. But you see, this thing right here is actually absolutely harmless. Despite its scary looks, this is actually just a moth. And this moth is referred to as a apple hawk moth. As you can tell, it has this crazy horn-looking thing on it. However, when its wings are spread, it actually looks like a normal moth. And as you can tell from the video, these things are absolutely huge. But if you ever see one of these things in your house, try to catch it and let it go outside. These things actually play a pretty vital role to the environment.
That'd scare me if it was that big.
Now this is definitely something you don't see every day. A duende in the clutches of a cat. This happened in Ecuador, and is actually very impressive footage. Pay close attention to the duende, pixie, fairy, little creature as it fights to free itself from the cat. Unfortunately, the cat broke the creature's arm and damaged its leg. But this brave little creature manages to break free from the cat and flies off at incredible speed. Watch this.
How do you know it broke his arm? Like, what did you get his medical records? Come on now. I mean, despite it, it does look pretty cool. It actually looks legit. But I mean, I don't know. Looks like a ghost-like figure to me. That's wild. Got them duendes. For y'all that don't know, this is what your AI stuff would look like. It's only gonna get better. I mean, that's not very good, but still.
Are they warning us of what's coming? Listen closely.
There could be another geopolitical event that could put the United States into a kinetic conflict.
So is it just a coincidence that we just had the director of Secret Service talk about a potential geopolitical event that brings America into a kinetic conflict? And then no less than 24 hours later, we have this event that happened today, where hundreds of electronic pagers blew up in a massive Israeli operation against Hezbollah. Where at the moment right now, we have 8 confirmed deaths, 2,800 injured, with both Israel and Hezbollah preparing for war. Sounds like a geopolitical event that is going to bring kinetic war.
God damn it!
I guess it's just a coincidence that this is happening during the full harvest supermoon, which is a partial lunar eclipse taking place today, September 17th through September 18th, just 2 weeks away from the Feast of Trumpets that will take place October 2nd, which there will be a solar eclipse happening on October 2nd.
Hey, something's going on because I definitely feel off lately.
In this last video, a man living in a small cottage suddenly starts recording after hearing noises coming from his attic. He's been gathering evidence of these odd sounds that are often heard at night. From noises like thumps and creaks, he's been hearing all sorts of things, all of which emanate from his attic. Initially, he thought the noises were just part of the house, given that it's old. But one night, as he checks the space like he always does, this happens.
Got them froggers. Man, it'd be rough hearing that late at night. Have y'all ever heard noises like that in your attic? Oh shit.
Out of nowhere, a piece of furniture flips on its own, scaring the living daylights out of him. Understandably, the man drops everything, including his phone, and runs for it. Clearly, he was freaked out by whatever just happened. To this day, he stays at a friend's, where both he and his friend continue talking about this incident. They both agree that something haunts the attic, if not the whole house. But thankfully, it was all caught on camera. So then, just what exactly had been inside the attic? Let me know your thoughts on this one.
Dang, man. That would be rough. Dang, that looks like a person.
It appears to look like a shiny diamond
Be careful
ring.
out there.
I knew that it wasn't real, but I also felt like it needed to get to the right person.
In efforts to get to the right person, Melissa Anderson looked at the sender's name and address on the package.
I thought that Cody Polk sent this to the wrong person. And so I was trying to find Cody Polk on Facebook. And so I typed in Cody Polk, and then it said Cody Polk ring. And I knew right then that there was something going on.
She quickly learned she wasn't the only one getting this ring, which turned out to be a moissanite, not diamond. On social media, there are several posts, people saying they got the same ring from what appeared to be the same person. And then,
on top of that, I received a second one.
Now 2 exact same rings. The rings come with this warranty card that has a QR code which states you need to scan to register the ring for the warranty.
It seems so just innocuous. Like, I'll scan the QR code and do my warranty.
According to the United States Postal Inspection Service, this is called a brushing scam, where scammers send unsolicited merchandise to people for various reasons. A sheriff's department in Louisiana issued a warning about this scam, stating their financial crimes detective investigated it and says the goal was to try and get you to innocently scan the QR code to get your information. Melissa never scanned the QR code, as she says there were too many red flags. I tried to get to the bottom of who's behind mailing the rings, but emails to the company listed came back as undeliverable. The return address goes to a business strip mall with no location for the exact address. And the name Cody Polk appears to just be a random name being used for the scam.
Shoot, I feel like some people are going to be like, my prayers are answered. I can finally ask my girl to marry me. I can finally get my husband to ask him to marry me. I'm just going to give him this ring. Whew, that's a scam, all right.
So you're actually out of the body when you're dreaming at night. So when you sleep for 7 or 8 hours, you're going to spend 3 hours. This is medical studies now. This is hard no science now. We've known this since the 1950s when we discovered the 4 brainwaves. You spend 3 hours out of the body into the 5th dimension. The question is, where do you go? Most people, because they don't know what they're doing, or because they're arguing with their wife, or they're worrying about problems, or because they had too many drugs, they go to the lower astral plane. That's a very bad neighborhood.
Like hell.
Well, except you can get out of it. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's like purgatory. Okay.
Purgatory. Okay.
Whereas if you use the techniques I described in psychic protection techniques and more positive things, you can leave through the crown chakra, not through the 3rd chakra, which will take you to the lower astral. If you go to the crown chakra, which is where you want to go, now you go to the upper astral plane or the causal, mental, etheric, or even soul plane. Those are all positive dimensions. Okay. The only 2 negative dimensions are the lower astral plane and this one. We have a lot of problems here. But the other dimensions are all positive. And each dimension has a sound and certain characteristics that are relevant to it. For example, if you're out of the body and you hear the roar of the sea, you're on the astral plane. If you hear the tinkling of bells like in a New Age bookstore, now you're on the causal plane where the Akashic records are stored. If you hear the sound of running water, you're on the mental plane. And if you hear the buzzing of bees, you're on the etheric plane. Or if you hear the sound of a flute, you're on the soul plane.
On this motherfucking plane!
The soul plane, huh?
I don't know.
What is that?
What is it?
You think that's one of those invisible ship or cloaking ships?
No.
Whatever it is, you can't see
Like,
it.
it was going dead fast and then it slowed down.
I don't think that's a drone. Yeah, something. Think the UFOs are starting to blast stuff? I don't know, I've seen drones that have been like dive bombing and exploding. So I don't know. Yeah, I've had more clips like that, but I'm not trying to get banned. So I was wondering, is this that submarine that had those rich people in it? I wasn't for sure. It's crazy seeing that little laser. I guess that's an unmanned submarine.
This creepy video comes from Finders Beepers on YouTube. I'll tag it below. And after exploring an abandoned building somewhere in the UK with their trusty dog Bear, they begin to feel that they're not alone after hearing noises throughout the building, and Bear begins to visibly shake. But it's what Bear captures on his camera that's attached to his back that chills them to their core. Take a look.
That is so cool.
Why's that got a lock on it there for a bathroom cabinet? That makes no sense at all. Bear, you're just causing so much bother.
I thought that was a big dog. That's a little one. Like Wishbone or something.
Can you hear that? Someone has just run down those stairs.
That guy looks scary, don't he?
Where is he, Bear? Hello?
You see, after they left, they checked Bear's camera, and while alone in a room, he looks under a bed, where he catches a hand on camera and then darts out of the room. But not only that, Bear summons up the courage to check another room, and what he sees in this room only confirms the fact that they were indeed in danger, because you can see what looks to be a large man lying in wait under the bed. And yes, Bear was unharmed, and they still take him out for investigations to this day. But let me know what you think.
Your phone actually has lasers in it, and it shines out lasers at you to do facial recognition. Now, these are infrared lasers that you can only see with an infrared camera. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
So you can see that it looks like a flashlight here that I'm aiming at the camera. But what's cool about this is notice the pattern that it's shining on me. It's not just straight light, but it's actually little dots. It shines those laser dots on the user's face, and then it estimates the shape based on how those dots are deformed in the array. Now this is really cool technology, and what it means is that you can actually use facial recognition to scan other 3D objects. Or you can just scan your face. For example, here's my face. So just in a few seconds, I can get a complete 3D image of my face.
And why can't we use this for voter
That's what
ID?
I was just
Private
thinking.
Company
I was about to say that.
Verify that we're using our phone, but we can't use this to go vote so we can find out who's voting. Apple can do it. Why can't we do it for the most important job in the world, which is being a president?
Yeah, so many people complain about that. That would solve that problem. Like that. Whatever.
The fuck is this, son? Like, what? I'm scared to put my phone close to that shit.
It's like ants marching in a circle, you know? Like a worm. Or a snake eating itself.
What? I'm scared to put my phone close to that shit.
Everyone needs to know what is happening to this 23-year-old girl right now. Her name is Alexis Lorenz, and in just the past few days, she went from this to this, and no one really knows why. However, there is a fierce debate going on right now because of it. According to her family, she suffers from a rare blood condition called PNH, which causes your immune system to attack your red blood cells. The fundraiser for Alexis said that to give her further care for PNH, doctors said that she needed the tetanus, pneumococcal, and meningitis vaccine because the treatment for PNH makes you high risk for those conditions. They go on to claim that within 10 minutes of these vaccines, Alexis went temporarily blind in both eyes, had a locked jaw, she began vomiting, and then the swelling began, which you can see here. Her family believe that this bruising and swelling is due to the vaccines, but others are saying that that's impossible and is much more likely a consequence of the underlying PNH. But no matter the cause of the situation, we should all hope that she recovers as quickly as possible, and of course, I'll keep you guys updated.
Man, that would break my heart. Prayers go out for that lady. Man, I wouldn't know whether to hit that thing or what. Wait, what's going on here? Oh no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I know this is probably fake, but man, it's got me on the edge of my seat. Look, she's, I'm already getting goosebumps. Or did she get tired? Oh God. Why does that give me goosebumps? Like, look. And I know it's probably fake. It's so weird. Why? What the hell? How is that possible? Are they gonna lock for their throttle? That's pretty cool. Well, hey, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another Bryce is Right. I hope y'all have a great freaking weekend. You know, we'll be seeing y'all early next week, most likely Tuesday. And so be on the lookout. Of course, y'all know, go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on any future content. And also be sure and leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Let us know what's up. If y'all are wondering where I got my shirt from Amateur Athlete. It's a skate shop up in the East Coast. Trying to spread some more love to those little skate shops. Once again, Amateur Athlete, go check them out. I hope everybody has a great, safe weekend. Make it yours. All right, everybody, we will see y'all next time. Peace.
Big time. Boy! Little John.